Nice to see you here and welcome. This is our first episode of Real Talk with the Chays. I'm Holly Chay.
Hi, and I'm Jonathan Che. I am Holly's husband, and I work very hard for her.
Yes, he
Uh,
does.
we are business brokers and business partners. Our deal size, we do anywhere between Main Street businesses to middle market businesses, and we help businesses to plan for their final sale and execute the sale, and hopefully get them the best price and terms that you've worked really hard to build your business, and you deserve that.
Indeed, you do. And so let's tell you a little about ourselves. My background is in counseling, real estate, and banking. And I also learned firsthand coming from an entrepreneurial family where I've seen, my family invested blood, sweats, and tears into businesses where when it was time to exit, they didn't know what to do. They didn't know there was value in their businesses. So instead of recapturing that value of what they've established, they ended up closing shop. And so that's where my passion comes from in order to help business owners like you. I feel that it's important to help others, educate them, and just inform them that there are people like us out here that can help you. And if you're ready to expand, we can help you through franchising.
Yeah. So a little bit about me and my experience too. So I spent 33 years in banking prior to our starting this business together. And I've been helping business owners from the very first day as a lender to 33 years later, semi-retiring from wild world of banking, I guess. And I've done everything from investments, lending, mortgage, ran a very large consumer bank and the consumer side of banking before we decided to do something on our own. But what remains is that we both get to work with and help business owners for their exit strategy.
Yes, we do, Jonathan. And actually, we met from banking. That's how it all started. And we have three beautiful children that we've raised and a great business that we've started. So we are actually the proud owners of Transworld Business Advisors of Oregon Central, LA Metro, and we're partnered in West Central Ohio. If you're not familiar with business brokerage, think of us as matchmakers for business ownership. We help business owners plan their exit, prepare to exit, and help aspiring entrepreneurs find the right opportunities. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, so why should a business owner start planning for their exit now, even though they're not ready to in the next few years?
That's a great question, Jonathan, because life happens, right? And you just don't know what, curveballs you get thrown at. If you're not prepared, there's different reason. There could be health reason. And then where you have to do a fire sale, you don't want to do that. For a business that, let's say you've built over 2, 3 decades, there could be, other events that will kind of push that decision.
Yeah, to be prepared for emergencies. And then
Mhm.
the other reason why you want to prepare now is I'd start with evaluation and understand where your business, what the value is, what the market is delivering. You may or may not know that. Most of our clients don't. So we start with valuation of their business. And, if you're not at the number that you need to retire, you should know that. And folks like us, Holly and I, can help you preparing for your eventual sale because there's a lot of things that you can do in your business to make it more attractive to buyers and more valuable to buyers, and we can help with that. Usually if we have anywhere between 1 to 2 years, maybe even three, then there's a lot that we can work with you on to make sure that you get the maximum value and the greatest options when you go to sell your business. So that's why we think you should prepare now, even if you have no intention. You should know that. Plus, if you prepare, most people still don't like to pay taxes, right? Or,
Well, yeah.
well, maybe that's not true, but maybe most people would prefer to pay less to their state and federal government. So there are tax advantage strategies that you could deploy before the sale that you can't, even when you go into contract. That closes some doors on the sale. And definitely if you sell the business before planning, that also closes some doors on some options that you have. So those are the reasons why you should prepare now.
You're completely right, Jonathan. Especially one important one is maximizing the value that you'll get once we sell it. And what we do on a day-to-day basis is we talk to buyers daily and sellers. And what's important is we help with the buyer qualification, we help with pre-vetting them, and then also we help educate our sellers in understanding the perspective of the buyers and understanding that, they're coming in, they're spending a lot of money, sometimes their hard-earned savings that they've saved for years to get into an established business, but at the same time, they want to mitigate the risk.
So, what are we going to be talking about that our guests should come back for on our show?
That's a great question, Jonathan. We have a lot of exciting topics. One of them is how do you know when it's the right time to sell? Kind of what we discuss here, but we'll get into more of the specifics. And then what buyers are really looking for, and then insight into their perspective, and lesson we've learned from our own business deals.
So, one of the other things that we'll have are subject matter experts. We'll have attorneys, we'll have CPAs, we'll have financial advisors, we'll have insurance folks, other experts on our show to provide you good, solid information that will be helpful to each business owner as you think about your exit. And we'll have content and material for folks who want to buy a business, who want to franchise a business, who want to purchase a franchise. So everything about business sales and franchises we'll talk about and provide you good information, hopefully useful information to you on each episode.
Yes. So if you're a business owner or a future entrepreneur or just curious about the journey itself, hit subscribe, follow us, and join the conversation. So we're glad you're here. This is a Real Talk with the Chays, and we're just getting started.
All right, we'll see you next time.